Hi, Ed here from keywordspeopleuse.com, and I've got an exclusive time-limited offer for you. If you book a product demo with Keywords People Use, I'll give you a free 7-day trial of our standard plan, which allows you access to our new content optimization tool. This tool hooks into your Google Search Console data so we can find all the keywords you're ranking for and what pages are ranking. We then crawl your site content and use advanced machine learning techniques like embeddings and cosine similarity to find you content optimization opportunities that will quickly boost your impressions and clicks from Google. This new feature in Keywords People Use is already showing results for people using it. Don't miss out on the opportunity of a 7-day free trial. Just go to keywordspeopleuse.com/demo to book your slot. That's keywordspeopleuse.com/demo. You'll find the link in the show notes of this episode. Hi, Ed Dawson here. And as I'm a bit busy at the moment and need a break, welcome to another one of my Best of SEO is Not That Hard podcasts. These are the episodes from the back catalogue that I think have the greatest hits and ones that are still relevant and provide great value for you. So without further ado, let's get into the episode. Hello and welcome to SEO is Not That Hard. I'm your host, Ed Dawson, the founder of keywordspeopleuse.com, the place to find and organise the questions people ask online. I'm an SEO, developer, affiliate marketer and entrepreneur. I've been building and monetizing websites for over 20 years, and I've bought and sold a few along the way. I'm here to share with you the SEO knowledge, hints and tips I've built up over the years. Hello, this is episode 91 of SEO is Not That Hard, and today's topic, the labour illusion, is inspired by some conversations we've been having internally at Keywords People Use. Now, we've recently implemented our new SERP clustering, so that's keyword clustering based upon the search engine results pages that show for different keywords and how they relate to each other. Now, this has replaced our older, less sophisticated AI-based clustering. Now, the AI-based clustering used open AIs to create keyword clusters. But we discovered and could see as we were using these clusters for more and more in-depth clustering for greater and greater number of terms that it starts to fall down. It looks like it gives you good results to start with this AI clustering, but then after a while you see that actually it doesn't. And because it's guessing really, it's not really based on anything. It's not based on how people actually use the web. It's not based on how Google sees the web. It's not based on how web pages link together and how topical authority is built. It's just OpenAI having a good guess. Now, this has led to a change in how we do the clustering. So our new clustering works, as I've said before, by looking at the URLs that rank in Google for every single keyword, and then comparing every single keyword's ranking URLs together to find those keywords which have enough URLs ranking together in common that we can see Google is clustering these keywords together. And therefore, this is the content you need to build. You need to build content for each one of these clusters. And that's based on information in Google. So it's much more valuable information. You're going to get much better clusters and you're going to have much more likelihood of positive results in the SERPs than just letting OpenAI have a guess for you. Now, the thing here is that to do AI clustering takes seconds, but to do SERP clustering takes a lot longer for each keyword. So, for example, what might take literally seconds with AI might take 4 or 5 minutes using SERP clustering. And there's obviously a wait there. And waits aren't necessarily good for people if they're just sat there waiting for something to happen. Now, this process, when we do it, it works asynchronously, so you don't actually have to wait while the clustering is done. You'll get an email when a clustering is done, so you can go do something else while a clustering is done. Now, we believe it's worth the wait because you do get such better results that are based on an actual algorithm that's got value, that's tested, that gives you those results that are actually you can take forward and do something much better with. But this difference in time is what gives us potentially a problem. So conventional wisdom kind of says that the longer people wait for something, the less satisfied they become because people don't like waiting. But there's this thing called the labour illusion. It's a behavioural insight that's actually been tested. There's Harvard articles based on this where people went in and studied this effect. Now, what the labour illusion says is, if you actually are transparent with people and tell them why they're having to wait and show them the work that's being done while they wait, then they actually start to attribute much more value to the results than if you could just give them those results instantaneously. Now, an example of this, we actually tested with BroadbandUK many years ago. Now, in BroadbandUK, the main way that it works is people give us a postcode, that's the same as a zip code, and they put that postcode in, and then we'll search our database and find what deals are available in their area and make recommendations to them. Now, this search process literally takes fractions of a second because it's just one quick look up to what's available in a postcode area and then pull in from the database what those are. And it takes a fraction of a second. So we used to start with, you put your postcode in, press search, and bing, straight away, you got your results in like less than a second. Now, this labour illusion was suggested to us that we might actually be able to convince people of a greater value if we just slowed the process down, gave them a little bit of information between them clicking search and then receiving the results as to what was going on, and then showing them the results. So what you do now, if you go there, if you put it, actually takes you to a little interstitial screen that says searching for deals with Sky for BT broadband, and it sort of scrolls through the providers, tells you we're searching for deals in your postcode area, and then it displays the results. And this delay is maybe 5 or 10 seconds. You know, it's not actually taking that long to perform the lookup, but we're just telling people, while we're doing this lookup, these are the steps we're taking, and sort of mimicking it happening in real time, but really it's just sort of elongating that time frame just to tell them what's going on, and then shows them results. Now, we split test this many years ago, so we showed half the people the instantaneous results and half the people the slowed down results with this labour illusion in the middle. And we found that, I think we ran it for about 2 months. I think it was a good long period we gave it. Over the time, it became clear that people who saw the labour illusion and got the results slightly delayed, they actually were much more likely to convert to a sale than those who saw it instantaneously. And that's because we were demonstrating the value, we were telling them what we were actually doing, and then even though it slowed it down a bit, it made it seem more realistic that we were actually going and checking all these things, which we were. People not necessarily going to trust stuff that happened straight away. And it increased conversions by about 25% over the original version. So we proved it then. So it's strange how it works, but this Harvard report has exactly the same thing. They showed people instant results, they showed people delayed results with no explanation, and they showed people delayed results with an explanation. And the delayed results with the explanation performed best. Bizarrely, the delayed results without explanation still performed better than the instantaneous results. So people actually seem to prefer websites which have longer waits than those that return instantaneous results if it's doing something that they believe to be complicated. Anyway, so this takes us back to what we're now discussing internally, how to deal with this this gap now when people ask to cluster results from a, say, people also ask search, and how to explain why it's taking time. At the moment, we've got a little box that comes up and it just explains what we're doing with a link to a video, and you can close it and it tells you you're going to get an email when the clustering is done and to come back. But we've just been having a discussion whether we are actually even more transparent. Do we actually give like more real-time information of what's going on, and do we try and explain it in more detail? And at the moment, we haven't decided exactly what we're going to do. But I just thought I'd share, because this labour illusion concept has come up, I just thought it's a really interesting one to share on the podcast, because you may have a site where you are doing something like this, where you are searching for results for people, or a tool that is carrying out a process. And it might just be worth considering putting in a labour illusion between people requesting something and then receiving it, which just explains what you're actually doing. Because that explanation and that slight delay can actually improve people's perception of the value of what you're providing. It's definitely one that is probably worth testing if you've got e-commerce stuff, or again, any kind of affiliate site like BroadbandUK, where you are performing a search, especially if it's a search of third-party services. Just letting people know this is what you're doing could actually improve the perception of value and improve your sales, improve your conversion. So it's worth thinking about. So I hope that's useful. Before I go, I just wanted to let you know that if you'd like a personal demo of our tools at Keywords People Use, that you can book a free, no obligation, one-on-one video call with me, where I show you how we can help you level up your content by finding and answering the questions your audience actually have. You can also ask me any SEO questions you have. You just need to go to keywordspeopleuse.com/demo, where you can pick a time and date that suits you for us to catch up. Once again, that's keywordspeopleuse.com/demo, and you can also find that link in the show notes of today's episode. Hope to chat with you soon. Thanks for being a listener. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe and share. It really helps. SEO is not that hard. It's brought to you by keywordspeopleuse.com, the place to find and organise the questions people ask online. See why thousands of people use us every day. Try it today for free at keywordspeopleuse.com. To get an instant hit of more SEO tips, then find the link to download a free copy of my 101 quick SEO tips in the show notes of today's episode. If you want to get in touch, have any questions, I'd love to hear from you. I'm at Channel5 on Twitter. You can email me at podcast@keywordspeopleuse.com. Bye for now, and see you in the next episode of SEO is Not That Hard.